What's up, y'all? What's up, man? That's crazy, Just earlier I think it was the first episode. Yeah, the first episode. Shout out to Rhea S for the follow, man. Much love and appreciation. Welcome to the family, man. We love to have y'all. Comment y'all city, your state, your country, so I can shout you guys out. We love to see where you guys are tapping in from. Because we all across the world, man. We all across the world, and it's crazy how we can all be in the same place at the same time, being in the opposite place at the opposite times, on the opposite sides of the world. Anyways, man, it's crazy, dude. Just earlier, I hear people getting into it with each other, with weapons, pew pew, and going back and forth with each other. And now I'm hearing the police sirens, the ambulance, the fire trucks, and everything else in between coming out. Man, I think I think somebody just passed away, man. It's crazy. People are willing to crash out over anything and everything. And that just goes to show you that people really don't care. People don't got no morals. People don't got no values. People don't got no nothing. People crash out in front of children, man. People crash out in the name of children. People will crash out on a child. In New York, there was this 11-year-old girl in Syracuse, New York. This 11-year-old girl, she lost her life because somebody decided to try to hit their target while they was driving, and they missed their target, and they hit her instead, and she lost her life. Yeah, she lost her life. All she was doing was just going to the corner market to get some milk for her family, and she done lost her life, and now her family got to suffer the loss of their 11-year-old daughter, their 11-year-old sister, their 11-year-old niece, their 11-year-old nephew, their 11-year-old cousin. Every person's life that you take away is a family member to somebody else. And people have no morals. People don't care. I remember reading about somewhere in Texas. I want to say it was Dallas. This was a while back. This mother and her boyfriend was walking her 6-month-old child, or 6 or 9-month-old child. I can't remember. He was in a stroller. And these people just drove by and started popping off on him and hit the child. And the child deceased. The child passed away. People have no morals no more. And it's crazy, man. I remember when I was growing up, the adults used to keep that away from the kids. They say, all right, little boy, we're going to take care of some business. You stay here, or hey, son, go inside. We got things to do. They used to keep it away from the youth, and now they bring the youth straight into it, and it's just crazy, man. The amount of stuff that goes on in front of the kids that these kids are soaking up. See, people don't realize that a child will impersonate what he sees and hears. So if he's seeing people crashing out, he's going to impersonate crashing out. If he hears people talking in a way that they ain't supposed to, he's going to talk in the way he ain't supposed to. If he sees people doing adult activities, he's going to do adult activities at such a young age, They act out what they see. They act out what they see. And that's why so many of our youth are crashing out, because all these celebrities that they're looking up to, that they're listening to, all these rappers and stuff, they talk about crashing out. They act about crashing out. And these kids, they see that and they think it's cool because that's what the cool kids are doing. And that's why it's got to stop, man, because our youth is our future. And right now, it's not a bright future. We got to change that, man. Yeah, we got to change that. If we can't change that, then we ain't going to have a future. Our future is going to be spent in cages and prison cells. If we can't change the course of our future, and we change the course of our future by changing what our youth soaks up, by what our youth watches, listens to, all types of different stuff, interacts with, everything, man. It's crazy. Crazy stuff, man. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this, man. Yeah, that was just me ranting and yapping, but that wasn't even the topic. Anyways, people pretend to care, but they're really just capping. A lot of people, they pretend to care, but they just capping because they only care whenever it benefits them. See, people don't care when something don't benefit them. People only care when something benefits them. You know, I've had people around me like this before. old roommates, friends I used to hang out with, so on and so forth. Uh, if I wasn't doing something that didn't benefit them, they didn't want nothing to do with it. If I wasn't doing something that they wanted to do, they wouldn't do nothing about it. They wouldn't do nothing, you know. Uh, but when I would do something that would benefit them, or when I would do something that they was interested in doing, they would participate real quick. This comes with certain things like, uh, how can I say this without TikTok taking it down, man? Certain substances, flour, there we go. Flour, doing the flour. You already know what I mean by flour, the bud. Um, if it wasn't doing that, then they didn't really want to hang out, because they didn't have any. If they didn't have any and I wasn't talking bud or flour, they didn't want nothing to do with it. Because they wanted the bud, they wanted the flour, but they ain't had none. And they was broke and they couldn't get none. So they was hoping that I would be like, yo, you trying to do this bud, you trying to do this flour, whatever the case may be. And if that's what I was asking them, yeah, they'd be right down for it. But if not, they'd be like, I got things that I got to do, this, that, and the third. My girl won't let me out nowhere. I got to clean the house. All these excuses because they don't benefit them. They don't benefit what they want. Same thing with money. If you ain't talking money, a lot of people leave real quick. They remove themselves from you. They get themselves from around you if you ain't talking money. I had this guy that I used to know. I known him for a long time, and this is crazy because this is how you know that you don't even truly know somebody, no matter how long you've known them for, because I used to do the bud all the time. I was addicted to it. He used to roast me all the time for it. Why you do this? Why you doing that? You need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. Eventually, he started doing it too. And when I told him that I quit doing that, is the minute that he started getting himself from around me. Because I wasn't doing the things that he wanted to do. Instead, he went and found himself a new group of friends who was doing the things that he wanted to do. And it's just crazy to me how when you've known somebody for so long, the minute that you stop doing the things that they want to do, they get themselves from around you. They didn't care. They only cared about having fun. They don't care about you. Yeah, they care about what you can do for them to have fun with. They don't care about how you're doing that day. They don't care about what did you get accomplished today. They don't care about that kind of stuff. They only care about what you're doing that's fun. See, people pretend to care until it don't benefit them no more. And that's what's wrong with society today is there's no more loyalty nowhere. Ain't no loyalty in the streets. Ain't no loyalty in the prison systems. Ain't no loyalty in no schools, in no jobs. Everybody is out for themselves. It's like the survival of the fittest out here. And that's what's wrong with people out here today. So they only care about themselves. Only care about themselves. And that to me is crazy. That to me is crazy. When we were kids, when I was a kid, if one of our friends got into a fight with somebody, guess what? We all jumped in and started whooping. We all jumped in. Every last one of us jumped in. Even if it was 5-on-1. If we seen one of our friends squabbling with somebody, we jumped in and started squabbling too. But when you're an adult, it's a whole different story, man. Nobody wants to squabble with their friends. Nobody wants to jump in and help their friends when they see their friends squabbling with nobody. Because they're afraid they're going to get punched in the nose and get their nose pushed into the back of their face. They're afraid they're going to get their eyes pushed back in their face, their teeth knocked out. Yeah, everybody, no loyalty nowhere no more, You may say that you loyal to this, that, and the third, or somebody might say they're loyal to this, that, and the third until you get locked up. But guess what? Once you get locked up, where they at? Where they at? They ain't visited you. They ain't called you. They ain't wrote you no letter. They ain't done nothing. They ain't put no money on your commissary. They haven't done anything to help you out, to show that they're loyal to you. They're loyal to what you can bring them. They're loyal to what you can bring them, not to you. They're loyal to what you got, not to you. They care about what you got, not about you. They care about what you can bring them, not about you. If you ain't bringing nothing, they ain't caring about nothing. That's what's wrong with people today. There's no loyalty nowhere. It's all gone. It's all gone. People wonder why friends don't last forever, because them friends was never really loyal to you. There was loyalty to the company that you brought, that you gave them. There was loyalty to the food that you bought them, the clothes, the shoes, the games. Yeah, they was loyal to that stuff. They wasn't loyal to nothing else. They wasn't never loyal to you. They was loyal to your resources, to the things that you had that you could bring to them. In my teenage years, people used to ask me, why you ain't got no friends, bro? Why you don't hang out with nobody? Because people ain't who they say they are. People ain't loyal like they say they are. None of that. And I had people wondering, bro, why you ain't this? Why you ain't that? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Because I don't care about people. Because people ain't who they say they are. You surround yourself with fake people, you become a fake person. That's 100% facts and not opinion. You surround yourself with a lazy person, you become a lazy person. If you surround yourself with an ambitious person, you become ambitious, driven. You surround yourself with intelligent people, you become intelligent. You are who you surround yourself with, no matter how much you like it or not. So you surround yourself with the worst company, you become the worst company yourself. You surround yourself with the best company, you become the best company yourself. Everybody's energy rubs off of one another, whether you like it or not. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. And when you surround yourself with snakes, eventually you become a snake. When you surround yourself with snakes, you're setting yourself up for failure 100%. People pretend to care till they don't care no more. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. With that being said, deuces. I'll be live on YouTube later on tonight.